today on EA Sports. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This is Derrick Henry, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Cruz. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dickson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, this defense for the Titans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Goff. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. That time the one to get in there and bring him down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw is Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone and only able to get this to the 5-yard line. Bit of a mental breakdown there. Not sure why he left the end zone. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. On 3rd down. tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Bacon, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
He'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now it's gone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hines. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he He will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Derrick Henry. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Titans! Jalen Waddle, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Tennessee score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
"51 yards on the punt there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he didn't make it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw. Goff finds Hines again for the completion. That catch good for only a couple. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Goff. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that deep.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
On first down, Cruz. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, This is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun. Goff. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Second down and 7. Again to Henry, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to throw. Cruz. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Henry again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball. If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Goff throwing again. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Gone. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He completes it to Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Touchdown! It's complete. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Cruz. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now Goff on 1st down. And this one taken in by Cephas. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One last throw here for Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. So this one a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency.
today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now Lawrence on first down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Shenault. The numbers a week ago for Shenault. 6 catches, 56 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
From the 39, Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wide open receiver complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal at the 1. Robinson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention. Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there. 2nd down at 4. Back to throw. Cruz. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Henry Ruggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Ed Oliver. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Lawrence to throw. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This defense for the Titans, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him. Bring it up 4th down.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They begin with Henry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Cruz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On 1st down, it's Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. James Robinson and the rest of the Jags offense set to go to work once more. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On third down, Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Lawrence. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Cruz. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
From the 24, Lawrence. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11. 7-yard line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense.
The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
Step out.
yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Second half begins with a run by Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And all the way up to the 46. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Myles Jack there to make the tackle. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Cruz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
Back to throw. Cruz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 money. Let's go, D.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence to Shenault on the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
But oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good.
You know that.
Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Lawrence. It's caught. It's Shenault again. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
We got 4. We got 4.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. Cruz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, there's a pretty easy explanation for his success in this one. He's very comfortable throwing the football. Did you just see that one? In the pocket, no real pressure, yet to be sacked today. When he's that comfortable, that leads to those types of completions.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back now in Jacksonville. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Another catch there for Waddle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be caught by Brown. And it's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Lawrence will throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. Henry, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. His career already storied, just keeps getting better. That last carry, CD, he hit 14,000 career rushing yards.
Think about the accumulation of this yardage like you're going upstairs. Now he's at the doorstep of the top 5 all
touchdown. Complete at the 1. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. 7 yards the pickup there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. After the sack on 1st down, Lawrence. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Oh, that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Henry Ruggs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always a key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well, and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him, because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have 2 guys in his vicinity, usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route. No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake, Cruz. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's Cruz throwing on fourth down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Jags come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, hey, they finish a perfect